PlayStation has set a dangerous precedent in the video game community today, announcing that they're discontinuing physical discs and moving to a solely digital-only platform. Following that up, they also announced they're going to be closing the PlayStation 3 and Vita stores as well. Physical media is clearly my bread and butter. I've been collecting it since I was a kid. Movies, music, video games, you name it. Picking up the physical games has been part of the ritual since the beginning, like going to the store like Walmart or Target and stretching your neck going all the way up, trying to get some sort of semblance of any sort of GameCube game, or even just going to the flea market with like my grandfather when we were in upstate New York on vacation and picking up like a Super Nintendo game. An integral part of the journey has been cut short, and it's going to stop so many memories being made, whether that's opening up a present for a game that you've been waiting for the entire year, or sitting in the back of the car reading the entire back description like 20 times, getting some sort of semblance of what the game might actually be. Not to mention we're losing just being able to share games with your friends, being able to hype it up, be like, man, this game is great, and letting them play it for free. It's the most accessible way of sharing games. I understand that all of these things have been sort of fading away while everything has been careening towards a digital-only market, but it's officially set in stone. The big three, which are Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, have all been leaning on a digital-only market pretty much for a while now. Microsoft was trying to tie your game disc to your console. Apparently they're trying to do that again. Nintendo's been selling game key cards, which are basically the digital-only version, but it's just put on a card, then you put it into the console and it just downloads it from the store. And now finally PlayStation discontinuing their discs altogether. Not to mention this also pretty much confirms that you're not going to be able to use your physical PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 discs on the next coming consoles. Most games aren't even on the disc anymore, and I am fully aware of that. They're essentially game keys, sort of like the game key cards. You put them into the console and then it just downloads onto the console. But you know what? It's still a physical thing that you can hold, and it's going to have the game, and it has value. You can sell this, you can lend it to a friend, it's still gonna work. I don't know if that was a good example. I'm pretty sure that entire game was on that disc. And you know what? My friend Cooper gave that to me. This is all unlike, of course, GTA 6 just announced that their physical copies are just gonna be a code in the box. That's a digital asset. It's not gonna hold any value whatsoever. If only there were any digital assets that held value. All right, yeah, that's a bad example. Even beyond the pleasures of owning physical media, this is a pretty dark day for video game preservation as a whole. A digital-only market really makes it difficult to actually back up these games. At the flip of a switch, the game could be delisted, the license could expire, they shut down the servers. They could just take it down for whatever the hell reason. That's why initiatives like Stop Killing Games are so important for preserving beloved games and franchises the way that they were originally intended. Not only to consumers is this a huge blow, but to retailers as well. Since Nintendo has made their digital titles $10 cheaper, some big retailers like Walmart and Amazon have actually discounted their prices $10 at their pre-order prices. While I don't love those huge retailers, that's actually a really cool pro-consumer move on their part. I just have to think about all the retailers that have to think about the digital-only future. A huge source of their revenue is used games. And if games aren't being made, then that entire market is just going to fizzle. Older generations are going to start to die out, and the entire market is going to crumble. Video game conventions or flea market vendors, they're all going to be gone. It's the end. It's over. I don't have a solution to this. It's pretty much the end of an era. Gaming is going to just look worse from here on out. With moves like this, Microsoft is inevitably going to be following suit because they're still struggling for relevancy and revenue. Who knew Nintendo was going to be the bastion of physical media? Yes, their physical copies from here on out are going to be $10 more. But you know what? They actually put their games on the cartridge. Even third parties are really trying to get their games on the card. No matter what, even when the Nintendo store is long gone, you're going to be able to take that cartridge, put it in your console, and it's going to boot up. Maybe missing a patch or two. From here on out, I'm going to be buying physical wherever I can. I'm going to be advocating the use of physical media on my channel. why I own this. And you can bet in the future, if I ever make a game or if I make a movie, you're going to be able to hold your own copy in your own two hands on whatever media it's going to be on. Make sure you support stores like VGP, IM8-Bit, Limited Run. Even though I'm not super into all of their business practices, they're at least fighting the good fight and putting some pretty hard to find digital-only games on physical media. Support companies like Analog that are preserving the retro console experience, but in a modern platform. Most importantly, support your mom and pop shops and give them the love that they deserve. They're going to be needing it. It's going to be hard. Hey, Cooper, how are you feeling about this?
Fucking bullshit.